Yeah. Okay, so hello for starters. Welcome to my channel. My name is Constance, hence Constantly Summer. I know Summer is spelled wrong, but that's my last name. So that's how that worked out. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the look you see on my face right now. I love this eye look. It's just like a fun smoky, but since it's with reds and pinks, it's like just a little bit different, but still like fun and smoky on the outer eye. You could classify it as a Valentine's Day look, I guess, if you wanted, because of the colors, but it's just a fun makeup look. We've got a nice shimmer on the eye, we've got a smoky outer corner, we have a light blue waterline, but it all comes together and it just looks nice. I think it's just fun. I keep on saying things are fun on my channel, but that's because I've been doing fun makeup looks. Maybe next time I'll do like a dark brown, like cat eye. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But so the words. So I'm gonna do a tutorial on this. I'll do full face. I'm not doing a voiceover. I'm trying doing like a talk through for the first time, so we'll see how it goes. I think people prefer that. I'm not sure, but I think people prefer that, so I'm gonna try to do that. And without further ado, let's get to the tutorial. So first thing is I'm going to prime my eyes with my concealer. Prime your eyes with whatever you like to use. Okay, now that our eyes are primed, I'm going to be going in and actually playing with some of the NYX Avant-Garde, what's the name? The NYX Avant-Garde Pop palettes that they have. I've depotted them, so I just have them in like a, it's not Z palette, it's not the brand Z palette, but you know what I mean, in a makeup palette. And I don't know, I'm just going to play around. I have like kind of a rough idea of what I want to happen, but we'll see where it goes. But before we start playing around, the first things first, set your eyeshadow base with a neutral color. And for me, it's going to be kind of this yellowish one right here. I will, I'll link which two of the palettes that I'm using from NYX in the bottom in the description box. But you don't have to use NYX. You can just, you know, use any color that's similar. I always feel like that with tutorials. There's never an urgent need to go out and buy a palette if you have colors that, you know, will do what you want them to. So now that the eyes are set, I'm going to go in with this light peach color right here. So any light peach color will work. I'm just going to go in on a big fluffy brush. I'm going to take a pretty generous amount, so just like doop doop, and I'm going to do like a whole swatch of color. I'm going to focus it a little bit more on the outer corner because I want to do kind of an open-eyed look. So once we have this as our transition, like super light transition color, I'm going to go in with another shader brush, but one that has a pointed tip. And I'm going to go into this kind of dark burnt orange color that you see right here. And I'm going to focus this really on the outside and just work on building that up. You know, this isn't as vibrant of an orange as I really wanted, so I'm gonna pull in, I have some Sephora eyeshadow, so I'm gonna pull in the Sephora, I'm gonna go in with this orange right here. We'll see how that changes things. There we go. Okay, this is what I wanted more of. So essentially what I'm doing is going in, packing some shadow on, placing it in the V, and then once I've like got it placed, that's when I'm doing those circular little motions to just like blend it. And then once I've done that, taking it over and using just like kind of a windshield wiper to blend it over. It actually blends really pretty though with that NYX color. So it's not that I didn't like the NYX eyeshadow, but it really was a bit more of a burnt orange, and I wanted something that rang a little bit more orange. I want to see if I can maybe add a little bit more peachiness. So I'm going to go in, I also depotted a Morphe palette that's in here. I'm going to go in with this light peach color and go over everything I have with that. I like that kind of brightens it up a little bit. And since I've got that here, I'm also going to use it just to kind of like blend things out a little bit. Okay, so now that we've got this going on, I'm going to go in with a red that... This is Makeup Forever eyeshadow. It's number 846. I'm going to go in with kind of a packer brush. And I'm going to pack up with that red. And then go just a little bit into the crease with it. Just a tiny bit though. And I'm just gonna go back in and go over it and intensify the color. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with a blender brush, no product on it, and very lightly just kind of feather it into everything. This actually, I was surprised, this color actually, the pigment blended out on it really quickly. Like, it's blendable, which is good, but it lost more pigment than I wanted it to. I'm gonna deepen it just a little bit in the outer V, extend it just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, I like how that looks. I haven't used my Makeup Forever eyeshadows in a while, and it's nice to use something that's so pigmented and so blendable. It's been a minute. Okay, so for the lid, I'm gonna go in with Lovely. Just a really, really pretty champagne, yeah, like champagne-y, pinky gold color. And with these guys, I like to go in with my finger first, and then I'll go in with a brush afterwards to kind of blend and smooth it out. You get the most pigmentation with these though, and with like any shimmers in general, I feel like when you go in with your finger first though. So once again, this is the color Lovely, and it's going to go on our lovely eyes. I literally just like swirl, and then boom. Okay, so now that we've got that on our lid, I'm going to go in with the same shader brush that we used on the dark red color. I'm not going to apply any product to it, but I'm just going to kind of sweep the red into the gold. And since both of these eyeshadows blend so easily, it's not going to be a lot of work. It's really nice when you work with stuff that just does what you want it to, isn't it? And now that we have that blend going on, I am going to go back in with a little packer brush, and I'm gonna blend out the color Lovely just a little bit more, just so that it's not completely haphazardly thrown on there. The struggle of cat hair on like all of my brushes is very real. I don't know if anyone else has that happen, but it's definitely a thing. So with the brush, I'm just gonna go in, make sure I get all the way up into the corner of my eye. I'm really gonna make sure this goes all the way up into the crease, because I want to have a very like wide eye look to it. Oh goodness. Then super easy, go back in with just a really big fluffy brush with no pigment on it, and then just blend that together. So I'm going to be trying the Wet n Wild foundation. I saw really good reviews for it, so figured it's cheap enough, and if I can find a cheap foundation that I like, I'm all about that. First, I'm going to prime my face with the Stay Matte Rimmel Primer. Looks like this. And I'm just going to go in with a pea-sized amount. I'm going to zoom you out for the face makeup too. There we go. Ah, oh, okay. Interesting. So it has a spatula, which I just spilled it everywhere, which I actually like. I hate glass bottles where you have to literally just pour it out of your hand because I feel like I always waste product. So I like the strange spatula where you literally can just paint the product onto the back of your hand. So that's actually quite nice. But I'm just going to go in, now that the primer's set, I'm going to go in with a beauty blender. This is just a damp beauty blender, what I normally use. And blend this out. It has an interesting fragrance to it. It almost reminds me of the Neutrogena Clean, for anyone who's ever used that. Ooh, it has a really pretty, super pretty natural finish to it. And I wasn't sure what color to get because normally I'm like the lightest color for drugstore foundations. But in this one I got the second lightest. So now that we've got our foundation on, I'm going to go in with concealer to do the under eye normalness. The under eye normalness. I'm going to highlight under my eyes. You know the drill. I'm not gonna lie, one of the things I like about the Shape Tape is that I don't have to use a crazy amount of it to get the coverage that I want. I used to really like the NARS one, but it's interesting. It's a drier formula for sure. And I'd have to use a lot more product to get like the desired look. Whenever I go in and do concealer like drawing in the concealer, I always feel like I'm putting on like war paint or I'm like a wannabe football player or something. Blend anew. It's funny because I don't necessarily care too much about how highlighting like the forehead, nose, and chin. I don't really do that for any aesthetic, for any enhancing purpose, I should say. Makeup's all about aesthetics, Lord knows. But I like how highlighting under my eyes looks, and I like how it evens it out. And if you highlight under your eyes, you really do have to highlight the rest of your face. Otherwise, it looks very strange and uneven. So, and that's why I always do it. And now that that is done, I'm just going to go in and set my face. I've been using the Laura Mercier powder. I want to try a different powder though because I know that this is a mattifying powder and it's good for oily skin. But like I said, my skin's been, probably because of the dry weather, I'm also dehydrated because I'm not drinking enough water. You know, insert X amount of reasons, but I feel like it's maybe a bit too drying. So I go in like super sparsely. And with the Shape Tape concealer, if I only use a tiny amount, I don't actually set it under my eyes. I was for a while setting it with the Besame Lavender powder because it's a really good lightening powder. If you want a powder that's going to lighten under your eyes, the Besame ones are phenomenal. But I noticed on me personally, it probably reacts slightly different with everyone, but when I set the Shape Tape concealer with too much powder, it actually crinkled more on me. So I stopped doing it because it looked nicer without like setting it with a bunch of powder. Now that we are set, I'm gonna go on and finish the eyes up. I'm just like, what do we want to do? I think I'll go in with that red color again that we had. Just do like a really simple finish on the eyes. So go in with the same brush we've been using, with the little packer one, and just follow our lower lash line with it. But I'm going to connect it to the upper part. And I'm stopping about midway through the eye with the product because I do want to keep it as like a open-eyed look. So literally it's just like drawing a line. It's funny, it's almost like you could use this to do eyeliner if you're doing, depending on the kind of eyeliner you're doing. And then with our handy dandy blender brush, we all know this drill, go in and just gently blend it. This is kind of my final check. I'll make sure everything's even. Like, I can tell my eyes aren't symmetrical. I don't think most people's are. If your eyes are symmetrical, I hate you. I don't hate you, it's just, you know how lucky you are. And you can do liner with this, but I'm almost feeling it without liner. So I don't think I'm gonna do liner on it. I'm going to do my waterline and tight line just to add a little bit of definition, but I actually very much like how this looks without liner, and I think with lashes it'll have a really nice like open-eyed effect. Before we do eyeliner though, we just need to do a quick little brow bone highlight. I'm gonna use like any generic white color, so it doesn't matter what you use for this one. And I'm just gonna go in and pop it right there. I like to do my eyebrows after this. I know I probably have a strange order of doing things, but it's whatever makes you happy, right? It's because I honestly don't do a lot with my eyebrows. I literally put gel on my eyebrows and that's it. So there we go. Highlight. I'm going to use this same color too actually while we're here. Just to do a little inner corner highlight. I spilled foundation and then I've gotten it all over myself. But back to the eyes. I'm going to tightline the top with black, and today I'm going to be using the Too Faced black liner. I actually really like this. I don't like their pens, their felt tip pens. I feel like they bleed. I don't like them. But this eyeliner is awesome. And I'm only going like halfway in when I'm tightlining it, because it actually will open your eyes up more if you're going for like an open look, like a really big open-eyed look. Tight line about halfway through, don't tight line all the way bottom. And if you're going for like a cat look, tight line all the way to the bottom. If you're going for kind of like a big open eyes, go about halfway. And then, I don't know, I want to do like something fun and exciting on like the waterline, but I'm not feeling like crazy adventurous. What do you guys think? So then I'm going to go in with the Prance ColourPop pencil eyeliner, and we're going to tightline. And since this is such a light color, I'm actually taking it in all the way. Taking an eyeliner in all the way on your waterline can actually make your eyes look smaller or close them off. But since this is a light color, I'm going to take the risk and do it anyways, because I don't think it's going to close them off that much. And that is it for the eyes for what I wanted to do. I think the eyeliner adds a nice pop. I can zoom in so you can see it. Can you see our eyeballs a little bit better now? I think you can see the waterline too. Okay, and so now we're just going to finish the face up really quickly. I personally don't do a lot of contouring or anything like that. I do blush, highlight, and then I set everything with setting spray. So that's what I'm going to do today. Since there's so much red and whatnot on the face, I'm actually going to go in with a peach blush. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with something really neutral. So for blush, I'm going to go in with Milani Coral Cove. These are some of my favorite blushes. I'm slightly rose obsessed. So just from like an aesthetic perspective, I was like, pretty! And then actually used it. And I really like these guys a lot. I'm going to go in just like doop doop. Focus on the apples of the cheeks and then just lightly bring it back. I'll take my blush back all the way, in particular since it's what I use as like a contour. And then for highlighting, one of my favorite natural highlights is the Candlelit Glow by Too Faced. This is the color Rosy Glow. On the inside, it's got... This is actually the first highlight I ever bought. On the inside it has a pink and then a white. Both of them have like just like a nice sheen to it. I feel like this does a really nice like natural glow from within. I know that's a popular way to say it, but a glow from within, and I like that look. So I'm just gonna go on the cheekbones, and if you can't, oh, you can see it on camera, okay. I was about to say, if you can't see my glow on camera, it's because I'm wearing this makeup out into the world and I like a more natural look. We've got our little bit of highlight, maybe a little bit of highlight on. And what I like to do with my highlight to kind of blend it all together is I'll take my damp beauty blender and I'll just go up and down my cheek. And if I feel like I put on too much highlight, or if I just think it makes it look more natural, so I like to go in and do that. Now that's left is mascara and brows and lipstick. We're getting through this. This is my first like chatty get ready with me. Normally I try to do voiceovers, but I think people prefer like chatty get readies with me. So that was the aim for today. Okay, so for brows I have probably one of the easiest brow routines ever. I never plucked my brows a lot and I like big brows, so I just make sure I pluck and that I don't have a unibrow. And then I'll go in with a brow gel. First I'll kind of comb backwards just to get the hairs a bit unclumped from each other. And then I'll comb up and then just start to feather them back again into a natural shape. It's really simple, but it can make them look bushier. But I also feel like more than a bushy factor, it makes them look a little bit fuller when I do that. So that's all I do for my brows. Then for mascara on the upper lashes, going in with Better Than Sex. Also, if you wear falsies, go ahead and apply falsies at this time. I don't actually wear falsies that often. I think if you like falsies, wear them. If you don't feel like wearing them, don't. I do think that they look really nice. It's just, as a personal preference, I wear most of my makeup out on a day-to-day, and I just prefer not to. And now for a lower lash, I'm going to go in with the Telescopic. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I love it for a top lash and for lower lashes. For the top lashes to really get the effect you want, it's not volumizing, but it will lengthen, like, it lengthens and separates really nicely, but you most definitely have to do the, like, zigzag, like, thing when you're putting your mascara on. Otherwise, it doesn't work that great. All mascaras are like that, though, so. For lips, I don't know if I'm feeling bold or neutral. I think I'm going to go with a neutral today. And I'm going to be unexciting and use the same one I used in the last video. I really like this color, though. It's a matte by ColourPop. It's called Oh Snap. And their mattes aren't matte. They're, well, they're matte, but with, like, a sheen. You can see for yourself. But they're really comfy to wear. And it's interesting because I honestly don't like lipstick from the drugstore in particular, because it always ends up being sheer and really showing like the dryness or cracks in my lips. ColourPop's the only affordable lipstick I've actually used and loved and have like 2 cupfuls of their lipstick. I don't know what it is, but they're really pigmented. And maybe since they're so moisturizing, they don't accentuate the texture on my lips. If anything, they've just blended away really nicely. And there we go. This look, go with whatever lip color you want. Feel yourself on it. I was just feeling kind of a neutral, soft, and a bit more like romantic. I wanted my eyes to be the showcase today. But I think this would look phenomenal with dark, maybe like a brown even. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're in love with this as much as I am. I keep on looking and I'm like, highlighter! It's weird because I like natural highlight, but how it looks in the camera is it like, got really pretty highlight on how it's appearing on camera. But if you like this look, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe. It really helps me out. And I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I hope to see you in the future. I love you, and mwah, goodbye.